Generic greetings! Previously on Planet Coaster, we made this, the roller coaster that doesn't have a name yet, but I have picked one from the comments, and yeah, it does, good grief, go down. Like, look at that. That is quite a bit of a drop, that, and the thing is, though, it's not too bad. I mean, apparently it's got a very high nausea rating, but I'm assuming that's because of its speed. I mean, it's also a little bit jerky, that bit there. We'll actually go back and smooth that, but overall, I think it is quite good. We'll just zip through this like tunnel thing here, which we're going to put some lights in this episode as well, and then essentially just come down and hit the block brakes and then back in. So that's what we did in the last episode. We also messed around and did well, we put this thing in here, and we just generally progressed on the campaign. This is probably going to be the last episode of this map. You can see our current objective is to reach a monthly profit of we've got 3,000 at the moment, but we need 9,000 in total, and that's what we'll be doing. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to actually open up this coaster here. Now, it's called the Monster. We don't want to call it. We want to call it the Blow Me Chunks, like that. Because I said this thing is going to make you blow chunks, which is a term for essentially throwing up. And someone said, oh, you should call it blow me down. And then someone replied back, said, no, call it blow me chunks. And I thought, yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to go with. So what I want to do is I just want to select something. I want to select that, and that. All right. And then what we'll do is we can't actually copy it. Remember, I really wish you could like just copy and paste like selections. But what I need to do is I want to duplicate and advance move this thing. This is the name tag of it, you see, and I'm going to bring the other one over, like so, and then I will sort out the rotation. Actually, that's not the right rotation. It should be like that way, and then up that way, like so. Can we not toggle an angle snap? We'll have an angle snap because it would be terrible otherwise. So there we go, and then probably that way, yes, and then finally, just make sure that everything is all angled up, that way. And that way, yes, there we go. Right, so this is our like name for it, the nameplate for it, which is all good, and we will sort of drag it along. And essentially, what we're doing this episode is just sorting the coaster out in terms of its overall look. Because as you can see, when I go over to the tab here, I'll just close that. You can see that the overall rating for the scenery is poor. Same for the results for. Hang on, where is it? Not scenery. Where is it? It's somewhere around here. I can't find it. I can't actually find it. Track scenery rating, there it is, very low, you see. So we need to improve that. So we need to put some track scenery in, put other things like that, and while that's going on, hopefully we're making money as well. So let's crack on with the scenery for the entrance, because as you can see, a lot of people are going to go on this, which is very, very good. Ticket price is $10. What I'm going to do is change that over to probably 15 generic units of currency. There we are. We also want to change the colour of it, which I think we'll do now. We'll also give it probably a Head in the Clouds music. That might be quite good. So, track colour. Track colour, silver. Oh no, track colour will stick as brown. Like that. Why did it change the entire track colour? No, it is track colour. Yeah, so track colour is silver. Like so. The actual car colour. Why can't we change the... So it's changed it all to like a brown, to like a big silvery colour, hasn't it? Oh, or maybe it hasn't, I don't know. Can you not change the wood? For some reason, when you change... Oh, there we go, look. It is changed. It was just because it's highlighted, you could hardly see it. So that's the overall wooden colour. Car colour will go for like a... We're going to go for full silver everywhere, essentially. And what that allows us to do is when it actually comes in, we'll then change some of the colour around and we'll know exactly what it is. What we do need to do is go over to our paths and make sure that that's... Oh, we can't actually change the scenery of that. Is that not something you can change? I don't know if that's something you can change. There's our coaster coming anyway. We want to change the car colour to essentially olive, like a mahogany colour. There we go. That's much better. What's this one? That one's like the base unit. Yeah, that's fine. And then we've got a silver, or we could go with like an orange stripe there. I do like that sort of orangey colour. There we go. And look at all the people on this now. There's loads of people on it. I'm very surprised there's that amount of people on it. Excellent. Anyway. So, we got that sorted. It's just a shame you can't change the ground on that bit there. Can you not change it? No, it looks like the ground on this is... Oh, we've got a little bit of an issue there. Look at that. People are going back and forward, back and forward. Yeah, it looks like you can't change the ground on that there. Or maybe you can. Maybe I'm just not selecting the right one. That's paths. No, it doesn't look like you can, which is a bit of a shame. Ah, well. Maybe there's something you can do. Right, so... Change the colour of this. Let's sort out the path at the front here so they're not looking at just nothing. So, you know, let's go for that. So we'll spin this thing around here. We'll have like the droppy barrel thing because I think the droppy barrel looks quite good at both sides of this. Like one there and then one there, which is why I placed these like they are. So you can have a drop barrel at either side. Although, to be fair, not a massive fan of it, but we'll stick with it for now. We need something to actually hold up this this thing here. Now, in previous episodes, I've put in like lights everywhere, and I'm going to just put these sort of tiki torches. I don't know what the technical term is called for them, but we'll put them in between these like gaps here, and because I think they'll look quite nice, which is something that well, we'll find out in the night time, I guess. And just making sure that they are actually on the ground. Yes, they are on the ground. That's fine. One more over here. Obviously, we don't want to forget. There we are, and that should do us quite nicely. What we'll also do, just to highlight the express queue, is we'll put one either side of the express queue, like so. On both sides, I think, as well. And there we are. Now, apparently, people have said that I've got this the wrong way around, this thing here. Now, I don't know whether that's the case or not, because the entrance does say there, look, you've got like a little entrance way. But what I'm going to do is just click on this and check out our... priority pass queue time. Don't have any. Doesn't really say. Doesn't really say. I've never seen anyone use it, but maybe that's because of the gate thing here. I'm pretty sure that is the right way because the arrows go there, so that should be about right. Anyway, people are actually coming off. Let's see what their thoughts are. So the queue for blow me chunks was quite quick. That's quite good. I enjoyed the blow me chunks. Yeah, they seem to like this. They're all enjoying it. That's good. So we'll change the name for this one, obviously. And we need to change it so instead of the high seas, it is blow me chunks. There we go. And it all fits in. I should put haha next to it. But there you go. Alright, so over to scenery. And we will put in some sort of way to keep this up. And I'm going to put one of the cranes down, like so. Right, and then what I'll do is I'll make sure it's connected, which it already is connected, so we don't even need to move it any further. That's fine. And then the other side, I wanted to put this, if it fitted, and it looks like it might fit that way. Oh, it does. It does fit that way. Oh, excellent. We're just going to go to a little bit more advanced traverse, just so it's about right. There we are. And it doesn't come through, and it holds it up. Look at that. Very, very nice. That's what I wanted to see. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Job done. Okay, so now we're going to go over to probably shops and facilities. No, actually, yes. Yes, no. I don't know. I haven't got an ATM in, though. That's what someone mentioned in the last episode's comments and said, by the way, you haven't got an ATM, so people might not be able to get money out, and you're right. So I'm going to put an ATM there so they can actually get cash so they can spend it, which is, you know, something I want because I want them to spend cash in this park. In fact, what I'll do is I'll go over here and place the same sort of thing in this area like so they can actually spend money there as well. Excellent. So, or they actually get money out before they come into the park. So, we've also got, oh, look at this thing at night. It's starting to light up very nicely. We need a couple of things on the pathway here, I think. Or how is it doing? Let's have a quick look at rating. Rating is only 39, and to be honest with you, this I am not very fond of two of them. I don't think it looks very nice at all. We got 6,000 plus some change in the bank, so more than enough to just finish off what we want to do here. And essentially we'll just start putting things like cargo around the place and whatnot. So we'll put the cargo there because it curves around nicely as well. We'll put like a sort of pirate camp in perhaps there. I think that'll be alright. But we'll actually back it up a little bit because perhaps it wouldn't be a great idea to put the fire too close to it. There we go. I'm just putting some bushes around here so it looks like... Well, I don't know, just... So it looks alright, I guess. There we go. That's not too bad. I mean, you can just tell there are a couple of bushes, but they're alright. They're about right. Okay, so we've got the pirate camp. We've got fire. We have probably a couple of trees that we could put in, but the problem with putting trees in is it looks a bit dodgy when it's coming through here. So, you know what? I'm not a big fan of some of these. One or two of them was okay, but when you put them around like that, it just doesn't seem to fit. So maybe that and that. That's a bit better. There you go, because it doesn't look so close. It looks like one of our janitors is unhappy. Probably because of training. What we'll do is we'll actually increase his training level. So actually, let's go over while we're here. Let's close that down. I can see, some of the park cleaners here. We need to sort the janitors out, essentially. Give them a bit more training. There we go. Entertainers are happy. The vendors are not happy. There you go. And I can't train some of these because they've just been put in. That's okay. Mechanic is definitely not happy. And what I'm actually going to do, don't know why I closed that down, because I want to actually go over to staff and hire another mechanic. There we go. Because we will have things starting to break down. In fact, we've got, apparently, we've got a couple of people quit. Oh dear, oh dear. So we need some more vendors. We're going to need 3 more vendor operators. Because they've quit, because I haven't looked after them. I just haven't bought anyone. So how do you actually get some more people then? Select vendor. I don't know, it's now open, I think. Yeah, there's someone there now. Yeah, so once it's closed, you can actually reopen it. There you go. Now, because essentially someone goes back in there and then you can just open it again. It's a bit weird that it does that, though. Anyway, so we've got that sorted. Right, so this front section here, we can see there's a lot of people coming on and off, which is fantastic. A lot of people dancing around on the queue. It seems to be a bit of a bug there. They're saying they're not liking the queue, but tough, essentially. That's nothing you can do about it. Or I could just put the price up and that'll lower the queue, but I think they'll be unhappy about that as well. The max speed is 67 miles an hour. That's quite fast for a wooden roller coaster, I would imagine. We need to go over to scenery and have a quick look at things like pirate ships and stuff, because we want to do... I want to put some of these around the place, but where can we put it? Well, I think what we'll do is we'll go over to terrain, we'll go over to our sculpting. Obviously, we want to increase the size to our maximum potential. We want to push this down. We want to sort of deform the land down the bottom here and have some water and put the ship in. There we go. That'll probably be about right. Don't want to get it too close to this right-hand side here, because it'll give us a lot of issues, because the water won't be able to fit there. We'll go for rough water, and we'll put the water there. Can we put it further up? We can put it a bit further up. There we go. Higher up the better, really, for the water. And then we'll go to scenery, and then we'll go over to that boat. I don't know how much it is. It is actually not that great. It's not that much money. And we'll put it in the bottom there. We'll fix the rotation. We'll rise it up so it's actually floating, and then we'll bring it close to the sides here. Actually, it was probably a little bit too high in the water. Probably about there is about right. Excellent. So we'll shove that down, and then what I'll do is... do I want to have guns firing from it? We could have guns firing from it, but actually it's not. That's far too high up in the water. I think the water line is supposed to be there. Actually, it doesn't really have a water line, does it? Because it's like stylized. That'll do. That's fine. That's fine. So we've got a boat in there as well. Obviously, we can put a dock in. We might as well put one in. So we'll go to scenery. See if we can find ourselves a nice little jetty there. And we'll put it there. Click on that. And then advance, move this along and then down. And there you go. Just docks up to it. Quite nicely. Job done. Actually... half of it's coming through the ground, so it looks terrible. There we go. Quite nice. Obviously, we know where to get up to it, so maybe some ladders? Is there a ladder? Ladder. There is a ladder. Okay. And... one in there. Job done. Perfect. Okay. So... back to this scenery bit at the front. I just got distracted by that bit there. Essentially, we're just going to be going around and putting bits of scenery where we think it should go. And I think what I'll do, back over to terrain, back over to deforming, we'll probably take the size down to, say, 20 meters. And I want to go right in the centre here. Actually, we'll bring it down to about maybe 16 meters. Yeah, that's about right in the centre. And then we'll hold down and we've carved it a bit too much there. There's already a hole here apparently. There's already a hole there. I don't know why there's a hole there, but okay, fine. What we'll do, we'll also shove in a bit of water. And we'll say water. Can we get it any higher up? We can have it there. That is about right. Yeah, and the thing even goes in there. The what you call it? The spikes even go in there, like the struts and such. That's fine. What we'll do, we'll go over to scenery, and then we'll find the Kraken. Now, there's the Kraken there. We won't align to service. We'll just sort of put it there, and then we'll see if we can fit this thing in. Now, whether or not we can do that is up for debate, and we'll spin it round so it's pointing that way. I don't think it's going to fit, actually, if I'm honest with you. Oh, no, it might fit. It might fit. So, how far do we want to put this thing? If it's completely underwater, how far does it go up? Oh, right near the track. That's pretty much where we want it. Up and back. So it's right down the Kraken like that, yeah? And then we'll have a trigger, which goes right near this. That should be about right. Build and buy. Okay, so, not a bad piece of kit. We will click on this. We'll go to maintenance. Actually, not maintenance, triggers. Add triggers. Add trigger. And for some reason you have to like sort of pull it around the track. You can't just click, and you have to. I mean, it's not too bad. So we want to activate about there, and the trigger is that. So let's see what it's like. Let's see what it's like, because we're probably going to get a coaster coming down. Here it is here. So it's going to come round, spiral, and then did nothing. Did nothing. Edit triggers. So let's activate. Right, so it's fairly... Oh, look at that. It sprays water all over the place. We'll probably have to pull that back to about there, because we want it to spray water as you go around the corner. So, on and spray. Yeah, that might be about right. That might be about right. We'll see what happens when we actually get there. Okay, so what sort of rating we've got at the moment? It is nearly 60% rating on the queue. And track stroke scenery rating is very low, which I profoundly disagree with. But whatever. What we'll do as well, we'll go over to... The problem is that the scenery is it's a bit flat, isn't it? Everything's a bit flat. What I'll do is... Do you want to put some stuff in here? Like, do we want to go in here and start putting things in? We could do. We could do. We'll go to probably... Scenery... Actually, probably don't want to do... Sorry, we'll have some lamps in it for a start off. Can we put some lamps in? Not really. It's very, very close in. It's very, very close in, so I don't think we can do that. What I am going to do, however, is put like a couple of like broken ship pieces in. So it looks like you are essentially going under the ground, well, which you are going under the ground. But I want to place it on top here. We'll get that. We will advanced move, reset it. Then we will put the angle snap on, spin it round, complete 180, like so. And then bring it along, and then down, like so. We can put it there. It's a little bit further up. Rotate it round. That's not too bad, that. Turn the angle snap off. I just want to quickly click accept and go over here because I want to see if this triggers correctly. We're not going to see it. We're trying to find when that triggers over there. Okay. Duplicate along, and we'll have the exit point as well. Same sort of deal. Comes out of a boat. That actually looks okay. I'm very surprised. You know what? We could just continue the whole trend and do the same sort of thing. I think we'll rotate them round though. I think we'll have them like that. Because otherwise it would look a bit samey if they were right next to each other. Like all in the same orientation. I mean, it's going to look a little bit samey anyway. But that's not bad actually. Yeah, that seems to work. Seems to go over there very well. What we need to do now is go to building and... No, it won't be in building. It'll be scenery and then effects. And then we've got dirt blowing. What sort of thing is it? What sort of thing does it do? Oh, it blows up dirt. Right, okay. Well, it makes sense because it's called a dirt blower. Bubbles, you got dirt falling. Dirt falling might be good if we put dirt falling above the track here. But obviously we'll put it above... What we'll do, we'll put it on the boat. Because it won't be able to fit underneath... Oh no, it can fit underneath here, but we should be okay if we put it, like... If we put it on the boat sections, right, it should be alright. One there. And one there. And finally one there. Now, the problem is going to get the triggers on this. So what I'll do is I'll go and... We'll add another trigger. Actually, I don't think that... I think, speaking of the trigger, that was just... I think I caught it. It was just a little bit too slow. So I'll put a trigger there. We'll add another trigger, which it goes there. Actually, no, that's moving the one. We'll put one there. Right. Pull that back to there. Right, so which one is activating that? Okay. So it comes down, trigger number 1, blah, blah, down here, trigger number 2. Trigger number 2 is activate, add object. It is, I'm going to have to go underneath, aren't I? Okay, right, that, and then we'll click on that. Add trigger object, that. Add trigger object, just sail through here. And then finally, that one there. Now, I don't know what it's going to be like because I can't really see anything in here because it's pitch black. And maybe that is an excuse for us to sort that out. So we will go over to scenery and then to props, lights. And we've got square lanterns, we've got bamboo torches, lantern chains. How about... We could have effects, actually. Special effects. Fire, maybe? Oh, that burns quite a bit, that, doesn't it? Could have fire underneath the roller coaster. I don't know what it would look like. It would be a bit too burny, I think. Actually, let's just cancel here a second. I want to see if this activates properly. There's the trigger. Oh, just before. You see that? It was just off. Because we're just trying to dial this trigger in, you see. So the trigger should be about there. It's because of the speed of this thing. We'll check this trigger out quickly. Didn't see any dirt falling. Didn't catch it. Ah, well. We'll come back to it in a bit. Speaking of our park management stuff, how is our... We've got another janitor that's quit. That's a bit of a shame. Why? Oh, look, he's all down, look. He's dragging his broom behind him. Oh, I feel a bit guilty now. Why is he left? I mean, I've been building roller coasters and stuff, so I mean, I am neglecting them. Oh my good grief, these janitors are not happy. Let's send them on training. That one you can't. Is because they've quit. Because they've quit. I'm just trying to give them all the training they can. What about these? All the vendors. We'll increase their... We'll give them training. To be honest with you, I mean, the reason to do this is essentially because they get increased productivity, happiness, and higher salary expectation. But they also keep, you know, they sell more, I assume so as well. So that's good. I don't know if there's a way to just auto do it. But anyway, we'll get another janitor. There you go. One more janitor. Job done. So, while we're here, what I want to do is I'll take... Do I want to take a ride on this? Might as well take a ride on this. Ride, right at the front. Here we go. Let's see what it's like. I don't think this music matches up with the roller coaster. No, it doesn't. It's terrible. So we'll see. Oh my good grief, that's still sharp. That still makes me... That still does just churn my stomach a little. And we'll go around. Oh, perfect. It activated just at the right time. Excellent. And we'll go around here. I forgot to smooth this little bit of the terrain out. I was going to do that. Let's see if the dirt activates. And... Nah, no, it didn't even trigger at all. Okay. So why did it not trigger? Let's go to edit triggers. And we'll see this. And you can see it says special effect dirt. It's all in there. So we'll go underneath and we'll just try it. So we'll say play. It does activate. You can see it does activate, look. But it's just so pathetic that it's sort of pointless. I'm just going to delete all them triggers. There's no point in them. They don't do anything. We'll delete that entire trigger. Right, well, it was a good test. It failed, but it was a good test. So what we'll do, we'll just close that. Delete that. Essentially go back and we'll delete all of the... all these bits now. All these sections, we don't want them. They were okay, good idea, bad design. Good idea, terrible execution. That one, delete that one. And there we go. Right, so we do need some lighting in this, as I've said. So, scenery, and over to... We could put some, like, explosion effects in. No, maybe... No, perhaps not. Props... Lighting and it could be like either side or one side. I don't know. That's like some tiki lights or whatever they are, aren't they? Yeah, you can't have them in. They just don't fit. Or would they fit? If I pull them down. No, they do not fit. Oh, there you go, straight through there. Skull lamps wouldn't. So it's going to have to be either that one or that one. I prefer the square ones. So we're going to put the square ones. See right where the connect at the side here? Like that. And I'll put them on the other side as well. Problem is putting them on the roof is not really that possible. I don't like them on there either because they don't really fit. What if we put them underneath the coaster? That's a thing. So we'll go to this mode and we can essentially put them under the coaster. See what I mean? And what that should do is light up the coaster underneath. So actually, it would look. It would be back like bottom lit, so all the light should come through the shafts. That should look quite good. Let's just go over to the customize here. Instead of heading the clouds, we'll go for ride the storm. That should do it. Okay, so what we like on terms of rating so far. So, very low scenery rating, which is surprising. Still a Q scenery rating is pathetic. Let's sort that out. It's not pathetic, but it's just not great. We will put a... I don't really want to put a skull light in. Nor do I particularly want to put, like, any clamshells. The janitor's unhappy again. Well, I can't actually train him, so there's nothing I can do about it. Like, he's unhappy. I understand he's unhappy. But I can't give him a promotion. So, I don't know what to do about that one. I'd have to assign him to a different area, but... yeah. Right, let's go around. Just put some big rocks in the place. God, some of these are big rocks as well, aren't they? These look okay, actually. It takes your face off if you go past it. That one here. That's not bad. See a little top bit there? Yeah, that's okay. Just trying to greenerize this up a bit. That's a term. Greenerize. It is now. A couple more rocks in here. Rotate them round. Should be like a, like I said, like a sort of paint type tool where you can just sort of place it down. It will automatically change the orientation, like randomly change it, so you can get like a nice random effect going. That's not too bad, that rock there, 'cause it's got a flat surface, so it sort of fits in. So that should have increased the rating of this. Probably not too much. 64, still going up. I'm not. So we got 14% thoughts. Sorry, 12%. Blow Me Chunks is really good value, and I'm not queuing that long. So they like this, but it's too cheap. So we'll knock it up by another $5. It is good value. It's quite good. So what else do we want to do? Well, I'm going to go to terrain, and the best way I think to sometimes make things a bit better is just to simply get your roughen tool out and just roughen the ground up a bit. Because there's nothing quite like a flat ground to really sort of spoil the effect of something. I mean, I know that's what they have in some of these places, but don't like that bit. But once you finish building it, you would do landscaping, wouldn't you? You would landscape the area, so there you go. Like that, and then we'll go to painting. Bring this down a bit. Let me just paint this as a bit of a rock. A bit of a rock formation, you see. Coming out of that. Just some gentle spray on this side. That's not too bad. There we go, let's change things up a bit. Again, just like little taps there, that sorts these out. No, I don't like that. Don't like that, don't like that, don't like that. We'll just keep that as roughen. That's not, that was okay, but nah, perhaps not. Perhaps not. So, we've got, there you go, look, it's actually altered the land a bit. That's pretty good. We will have a look at scenery and probably some trees. We'll see if we can get some big trees in. That's not a big tree. That's not a big tree. None of these are, really. But I think some of them are quite big trees. It's just where we're placing them. They're not that big, essentially. That goes right down and underneath. Let's see if it hits this. Does it hit the mark? Perfect. Exactly how it is. If anything, edit trigger just a hair's breadth back, just so everybody gets the full force of the water. And then what's this look like at night? That's how we wanted it, look. All underlit. Perfect. Job done. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Right, so, we will go... What the hell's gone on here? There's something... There we go. I was on the wrong mode. Right, so, we'll finish off the front. How are we doing for... Mechanic is unhappy, apparently. Sorry. How are we doing for our overall goal? In terms of money, we are nowhere near in terms of reach monthly profit to get that extra star. But we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll probably put in parks. We'll put some facilities in. We still haven't got another drink stall, so we'll always put one. It's always best to put a drink stall in. This is the Fairy Tale Village. It's not really what we're going for. The toilet shack might be something that people want around here, and it will give them a nice bit of scenery to look at, and I'll place that there. But as you can see, there is one at the back here, and I'll delete that. Can we delete that? I think we can delete that toilet block. Or is it selected on that? Is that entire building selected? Edit building, yes. So that building there, I want to delete, and then we'll just sort of close that down. There we are. So we only got one access to it. I think that's okay. That's fine. Go over to scenery, and we want some more lighting, which we'll use these things. Or will we? Because I don't think they'll be... Oh, yes, they are. They are actually wide enough. Look at that there. Sprays as soon as they go past. That's very, very nice. I don't want to put any lights over there because I like the idea of it being quite dark until they hit that bit. There you go. There's some more lighting. Can't do lighting on this side just because it's we haven't got nowhere near it. So what else can we do? What I'm going to do is could put some archways and stuff around the place. That would look okay. There, but that's nowhere near on the ground. But I'll come back to that in a second. Archways. I do like an archway at the entrance and exit. It does look quite good, but obviously you're going to have to manually alter these. That's okay. Angle it over that side. Yeah, it's about middle. It's about middling. I'm very conscious of the fact that this game is about the small details, but you also have to look at the big picture at the same time. Like, every time I do something, I'm going, am I just being pedantic or is this necessary? And it's striking the balance between that I've always been very, very... I've always had problems with it. So I don't know whether I'm spending too much time on one thing and not enough on others, but I'm sure people will let me know by calling me horrible names and stop watching. So, that is going up and over. That seems to be working. Rating for this thing now is... There you go. Look, we're on 82 for the Q scenery rating, and the track scenery rating is now low. It is low. So it was, like, pretty pathetic before, and it was very low. Now it's not too bad. So, the only thing else I can really do, and I've thought about this one here, is we'll have a... Where's the flat section? This is pretty much the only flat section here. So we're going to put this here. We're going to put this in here. But actually what we'll do... Actually, we'll delete that. We're going to delete that archway because it doesn't really fit where it was. And we will move this to about there. We'll reset the rotation. Spin it round. Like so. Copy it. Shift it right over. Rotate it round. Like that. And we're going to have some scenery. Cannon. If I can find the cannon. Cannon. And you can see they all fire. What we'll do, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 cannon like that. Alright, and then obviously we want to add another trigger, which... Ooh, this is going to be a little bit more difficult, but we'll add a trigger. And it's put itself... Number 2 is there. So it's going to get to about there. And I don't know whether it triggers when you hit the cannon. So what I'm going to do is I will add the object. 1, 2, 3, 4. But what I want to do, that cannon instantly fires. This one is half a second. So it's 0.5. The next one, delay is 1, and the next one is 1.5. So there's a delay, so it'll go, see, bang, 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 but I think that's a little bit too short. So 0.2, 0.4, 0.6. Ah, perfect. The last one didn't fire because I didn't change it in time, but that should be the scenery there. That's good. You see the cannons go bam, bam, bam as a fire? That's good. Excellent. Right, these are on this bit here, but I'm still not a fan of the ground that it's given us. What if we make it like a sandy sort of beach thing? That sort of fits it better, but it's just where you meet the... Nah, undo that. The ground here. You have to be very careful with the blending, you see. And I am not a painter, not a designer, I'm not anything actually, apart from... inept. It's not too bad. There you go. Nice sort of sandy beach there. And it'll fire off. And we'll just sort of try to blend it like that, you see. By adding little sections. And while we're on here, we'll go to scenery and we could have like a treasure chest there, which costs a lot of money. There you go, 10,000 in fact. Oh my good grief. The most expensive thing you can get in this game, pretty much, as far as I'm aware. And like a little fire next to it. That looks okay. We'll have some like supplies. Obviously, we'll have to manually move that one. Sorry, manually toggle it and bring it down a little bit. As long as it's in the terrain. No, see, it's floating. We can't have that. We can't have it. We'll get rid of it. It's floating too much, you see. I think cargo netting would be good, or some sort of crane. Crane's okay. Bit of netting would be very, very nice if we can get that put in. Obviously, it will require some traversing and getting in the ground, but we'll drag it down, and that's about right, that actually. That's okay. Just a little bit of rotation on that. And there we are. Nice little beach bit. That's pretty good. Oh, I'm happy with that. That come out a bit better than I thought it would. Right, so what rating were we on? We're on a total of 82% on the scenery rating. Track scenery rating is still low, but I mean, yeah, I guess you are, but it's very high. I mean, there's no scenery you can put up here. You go down, there's nothing around these parts, so the only thing I can do, or what I could do, is essentially go to sculpting, push it down, max this out, and I could just sort of bring the water level in like so, and put all of this as water. And you know what? That would work for the whole beach idea that we've said. And then connect it up. See, the problem if I bring this down, it'll fill the water in there, and we can't do that. So what if I bring it down like this? Obviously, it's got rid of the water because I'm really altering the terrain. I'm doing heavy terrain modifications here. So that, okay? And then water, and then there. Okay, now that starts to make things look a lot better. Oh, I'm very happy with that. Right, and now painting, and then there's your beach, and then we will paint with sand all the way along here. All this is sand. Nice sandy beach. Obviously under the ground as well, but you never see that, so it doesn't really matter too much. Under here, all around here, naturally around there as well. You don't really see anything around here apart from just massive amounts of wood, so it doesn't really matter too much. Change all that. I still like that bit of rocky face there. And that area, that still sprays you with water. Bit more sand. We'll obviously get rid of that tree, and that tree. And that is much better. Apart from all that's now floating, which is quite a shame. But we can change that. We can put that there. We can put that there. We can select all of that. Yeah. And we can move that. Oh, hang on. That one we want to move to there. And then we want to select all of that. Naturally, we want to unselect those two, and then go to advanced movement, along, move, down. That is fine for the majority of it, apart from that, which we'll need to reposition to there. Fire, which we'll need to reposition to there. And there we go. That has drastically improved the entire thing, I think. I think that's improved it. In terms of rating, it's still the same, but let's have a ride on it, and we'll see what you think on this one. Ride, front. Still not overly convinced that the I'll just speed the simulation up. That the music is correct. I'm going to see what the music is on the other roller coaster, and I'll change it. So we come right down. Oh, the water's much better. Look at that. That's much more piratey. Through there, zip around. People's hands up going, oh my god. Zip around, and then trigger, and then get sprayed with water as we go past. And up and down. Cannons don't seem to fire. We'll have to have a just quick check at that. Over the top. Coming round. And then through the cave that's all sort of bottom lit. And then up and around. Yep, that seems better. That's much, much better. Go to triggers. Edit. Check this trigger. Bang, 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 bang. What I'll do is I'll bring the trigger to there so it'll go bang, 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 bang. So you actually see it when you go past it. That's fine. That's fine. No problems there, apart from really the music. Shantytown. Sailing the High Seas. It's probably a better one. I think that's probably a better one. Right, I think I am actually going to leave it there. So, that is the Blow Me Chunks, which is a fairly horrible name, but you can see what we're going for. I think with probably another hour on it, actually, we probably get that to a point where I'm pretty much happy and done with it and everything's sorted. But if I'm honest with you, the objective, which oh, the janitor's quit again. The objective, which is reach a monthly profit of 9 grand, I think that is actually achievable now. We just have to not spend loads of cash, and obviously with me buying like treasure chests and things like that and all the other stuff, it's going to be a little bit of an issue. So we're going to leave it there. I have already completed this map at the hard level anyway, but I'll wait for this map to finish, and I'll do that while not recording. And this is the high seas now, so sounds much better. And then we'll go on to the next one, which is it Princess Amelia's or something? Princess Amelia's desert one. It's actually got the monolith from 2001 in it, and well, just the Arthur Clarke books. Oh, look at this. This is very, very nice. We go around, sunset. Oh, that just shouts at us, and there's the cannons going off. We'll zip up and around. I don't think the last cannon fired. I'll have to sort that. Up and over. And then through the tunnel. And, oh, that looks absolutely fantastic. Yep. I am more than happy with what we've accomplished here. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Quick check on this last trigger. Edit triggers. Nope. It's just, I think it's just the timings. We just miss it. So we'll pull it back to about there and we should be fine. Job done. Right, so we're going to leave it there for this map, and that will say goodbye to the pirate map. Next episode, we will go on to the Princess Amelia's one. Unless you really want to continue on this map, by all means, let me know in the comments, and we will go from there. As always, comments in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.